السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله. خذ بيدي قلت حيلتي أدركني. Alhamdulillah. So far we were discussing about the pricing of the mother of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and poet Imam Busuri radiyallahu anhu reached at an end by describing about Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He described a lot, told a lot of qualities, he praised a lot, and last reached at the end and he realized that he can't continue because it will never end. If Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's pricing is told, it will never find a limit or it will never find a boundary there. So he is telling his weakness while describing Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. فَمَبْلَغُ الْعِلْمِ فِيهِ أَنَّهُ بَشَرٌ وَأَنَّهُ خَيْرُ خَلْقِ اللَّهِ كُلِّهِمْ. فَمَبْلَغُ الْعِلْمِ, the best of my knowledge. For the best of my knowledge, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a human, and beyond that he can't describe. Many historians, many ulama, in their commentary for Qaseedathul burdha, write that a short story, a short anecdote from this part. While Imam Busuri radiyallahu anhu was weak, or he was not able to continue this poem from this line, he slept that night very sadly. But Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came in his dream and completed the first line, completed the line which he was writing that time. And Habib Muhammad Rasulullah himself told the rest of the line, وَأَنَّهُ خَيْرُ خَلْقِ اللَّهِ كُلِّهِمْ, and he is the best of every creatures created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world. For that, this bait, I must have described this in the first part of our episodes, and this is why Imam Busuri radiyallahu anhu added this line, khayru khalqillahi, added this line in the jawab which we recite in between every lines. Mawlaya salli wa sallim da'iman abada ala habibika khayril khalqi kullihim. Every Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is best of every creatures created by Allah. And the poet continues, why it is that وَكُلُّ آئِنَّةَ الرُّسُلُ الْكِرَامُ بِهَا فَإِنَّمَا اتصلت مِن نُورِهِ بِهِمْ. Every Anbiya, they brought with miracles, but those miracles, every point of good deeds brought by every Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam, verily they have been derived from Noor of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And it is questioned by somebody how everyone gained it from Noor of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who was born at last. And for that, a lot of hadith say that Noor of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was created before everything in this world. And if I go to that discussion, it will go to a depth, inshallah. We will be doing it later if Allah wishes. And فَإِنَّهُ شَمْسُ فَضْلٍ هُمْ كَوَاكِبُهَا يُظْهِرْنَ أَنْوَارَهَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي الظُّلَمِ. And Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is surely the son of virtue, and the Anbiya alaihi salatu wasalam are its stars, That means Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the sun, and all other Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam are the stars of, or the moons of that sun, which will resemble, which will show light of this sun to the people, to reflect the people, giving a light in their darkness. حتى إذا طلعت في الكون عم هداها العالمين وأحيت سائر الأمم. Now the poet continues to describe that happenings, or describe the situation of that sun. حتى إذا طلعت في الكون عم هداها للعالمين وأحيت سائر الأمم. That sun, until when the sun rose, his light spread universally and gave life to all the people, all the societies. Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is giving life. He is making the society alive. أكرم بخلق نبي زانه خلق بالحسن مشتمل بالبشر متسم. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. How noble his physical qualities were. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was adorned with his good character, admirable character. Bil husni mustamilun bil bishri muttasim, was vested with beauty and distinguished with pleasant temperament. His character, his physical beauty, it was beyond described limits. It cannot be described with words, with sounds, with writings and all. كالزهر في ترف والبدر في شرف والبحر في كرم والدهر في همم. He is like a blooming flower in its freshness. كالزهر في ترف. And walbadiri fi sharafi, in its splendor, it's like a full moon, that's called Badr. Walbahri fi karamin, like an ocean, a gigantic ocean in generosity. Waddahiri fi himami, he is like a time in its fearless courage and movement forward. Time, the one and only thing which is not going backward at any position. It's impossible. Likewise, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, whatever happens around, it was not a mistake. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given the duty of propagating the La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. It was done with fearless courage. That was Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. كأنه وهو فرد في جلالته في عسكر حين تلقاه في حشمي. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. He even alone, it appears suit to his grandeur, as though Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, even in midst of a large army and its retinue, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, in his generosity and his strength and position, he was alone and unique. كأنما اللؤلؤ المكنون في صدف من معدن منطق منه ومبتسم. Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It's like pearls well preserved in its oysters, from the two minds of his speech and his smiles. It was beyond every describable limits. It is beyond describable limits. Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's praising, it cannot be stopped And at last, our poet is concluding this chapter. لا طيب يعدل تربا ضم أعظمه طوبى لمنتشق منه وملتسم. No perfumes in this earth equal Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Not Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam equals to the earth, to the soil, which is touched by Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's holy body in Medina Sharif. Glad tidings be to the person who smells it, who smells that soil where Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is resting, and who kisses that soil. He is having more pleasure than having any perfume in any corner of the world. Here, our poet is ending that chapter of praising Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And in the next episode, we will be starting the chapter number 4 of Qaseedathul burdha, which describes about the Wilada, Maulid, the birth of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And wanting to remember, if we eulogize Muhammadur Rasulullah, if we praise Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, it will find never a limits. It will never find boundaries. We can't check it at any position. But due to the technical things, that means due to our laziness, due to the person who tells that mother, like we people, we can't tell a lot. It is our weakness. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is beyond every limits. That's all from me today. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.